Born Maria Skłodowska on November 7, 1867, she was the youngest of 5 children. Her parents were both educators, which fostered an environment of learning. Her father, Władysław Skłodowski, taught physics and mathematics, and her mother, Bronisława, was a headmistress. Poland was under Russian control at the time, which imposed restrictions on Polish culture and education. This political climate significantly impacted Marie's early educational opportunities. The Russian authorities limited access to formal education, particularly for women. Marie experienced profound personal losses at a young age. Her older sister, Zofia, died of typhus, and her mother died of tuberculosis when Marie was only 10. These losses had a lasting emotional impact on her. Despite the limitations, she excelled in her studies, displaying exceptional intelligence and a strong memory. She participated in the Floating University, a clandestine educational initiative that provided Polish youth with access to knowledge denied to them by the Russian authorities. This underground education allowed her to continue learning. Financial difficulties forced her to work as a governess to support her sister Bronisława's medical studies in Paris. She made a pact with her sister. Marie would work to fund Bronisława's education, and Bronisława would later help Marie pursue her own studies. This demonstrated her determination to overcome obstacles and pursue her passion for learning. Marie Curie's pursuit of education was marked by her unwavering determination to overcome significant obstacles. Due to the limitations imposed by Russian rule in Poland, she was unable to attend the University of Warsaw. Instead, she participated in the clandestine Floating University, a network of underground educational sessions. Driven by her thirst for knowledge, she made a pact with her sister, Bronisława, to support her medical studies in Paris, with the understanding that Bronisława would later reciprocate. In 1891, Marie moved to Paris and enrolled at the Sorbonne, where she excelled, earning degrees in physics and mathematics. Her dedication and brilliance quickly became apparent. Her marriage to Marie Curie in 1895 was a union of scientific minds. They were introduced through a mutual colleague, and their shared passion for physics forged a deep connection. Their partnership was not only a romantic one, but also a powerful scientific collaboration. They worked together in a laboratory, and their combined efforts led to groundbreaking discoveries in radioactivity. The two had a very strong bond, and they worked very well together. Their partnership was a very important part of both of their lives. Marie Curie's scientific discoveries revolutionized the understanding of radioactivity and earned her 2 Nobel Prizes. Her groundbreaking work began with the investigation of uranium rays, a phenomenon discovered by Henri Becquerel. Building upon his findings, Marie Curie hypothesized that the emission of these rays was an atomic property. She meticulously analyzed various minerals, including pitchblende, and discovered that its radioactivity was far greater than that of pure uranium. This led her to suspect the presence of other, more radioactive elements. Driven by her intuition, Marie and her husband, Pierre Curie, embarked on a rigorous and arduous process of isolating these unknown elements. Working in a makeshift laboratory with limited resources, they painstakingly processed tons of pitchblende. In 1898, they announced the discovery of polonium, named after Marie's native Poland. Later that same year, they announced the discovery of radium, a highly radioactive element with remarkable properties. The isolation of radium was a monumental achievement, requiring immense effort and perseverance. The Curie's work not only unveiled new elements, but also laid the foundation for the field of nuclear physics, and had a large impact on medical treatments. Their methods for isolating radioactive isotopes were very important. Marie Curie's life though filled with scientific triumphs, was also marked by significant personal hardships. The sudden and tragic death of her husband, Pierre Curie, in 1906 was a devastating blow. He was killed in a street accident, leaving Marie to raise their two young daughters alone and continue their groundbreaking research. The loss was deeply felt not only on a personal level but also professionally, as their scientific partnership was exceptionally strong. She faced the challenge of carrying on their shared work while grieving and managing her responsibilities as a single mother. Later, she endured a public scandal when her relationship with physicist Paul Langevin, a former student of Pierre's who was separated but not divorced, became public. The ensuing media frenzy and public condemnation caused her immense emotional distress and threatened her reputation. The press painted her as a foreign woman, and the scandal created a hostile atmosphere. The attacks were often xenophobic and sexist, adding to the pain she felt. Despite these personal trials, Marie Curie remained dedicated to her scientific pursuits, demonstrating remarkable resilience and strength of character. She persevered through these difficulties, continuing her research and contributing significantly to the advancement of science. During World War I, Marie Curie dedicated her scientific expertise to the French war effort, focusing on the practical application of X-ray technology for medical purposes. Recognizing the urgent need for mobile X-ray units to diagnose injuries on the battlefield, she spearheaded the development of Little Curies, portable X-ray machines that could be transported to frontline hospitals. She understood that prompt diagnosis of fractures and shrapnel wounds was crucial for effective treatment and saving lives. To achieve this, she personally took the initiative to learn about automotive mechanics and the operation of X-ray equipment, ensuring she could train others effectively. She then devoted herself to training X-ray technicians, often women, to operate these machines. She personally traveled to hospitals and battlefields, often at great personal risk, to install and operate the X-ray units and to train medical personnel. Her tireless efforts significantly improved the medical care available to wounded soldiers, and her contributions during this time demonstrated her unwavering commitment to using her scientific knowledge for the benefit of humanity. Indeed, her later life, Marie Curie continued to solidify her legacy as a pioneering scientist and advocate for the advancement of research. She became the director of the Radium Institute in Paris, a center for nuclear physics and chemistry, where she mentored and inspired a new generation of scientists. She remained deeply committed to research on radioactivity and its medical applications, particularly in the treatment of cancer. Despite the health risks associated with prolonged exposure to radiation, she continued her work with unwavering dedication. Her contributions to the field of radiology were immense, and her methods for isolating radioactive isotopes were foundational to future work in nuclear physics and chemistry. Marie Curie's legacy extends far beyond her scientific achievements. She became an icon of female empowerment and a symbol of perseverance in the face of adversity. Her groundbreaking discoveries revolutionized medicine and physics, and her dedication to humanitarian causes during World War I demonstrated her commitment to using science for the betterment of humanity. Her life story serves as an inspiration to scientists and individuals worldwide, highlighting the power of determination, intellectual curiosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. Though she died in 1934 from aplastic anemia, likely caused by her prolonged exposure to radioactive materials, her work continues to impact the fields of medicine, physics, and chemistry. Her name remains synonymous with scientific brilliance and unwavering dedication.